Hey, real mamas. How you doing? Hey, Zero Lightness. Hey, y'all. I didn't think anybody would be up this late. I was like, well, let me come on. Hey, allegedly, how you doing? I didn't think anybody was gonna be up. I figured a few people might. If you saw my video earlier, I said that I was gonna drop a video. I was gonna, pre-record a video speaking about the COPPA, the COPPA Act, and all the changes that are coming to YouTube. All of this, the thing is going to the issues that surround COPPA, what COPPA really means for content creators. Your working real mama's cool, cool. What it really means. This is just my interpretation of the things. Uh, what it means to me from what I understand. I've looked at a lot of videos. I'd have done this early. I would have done this video early. Hey, K Summers, how you doing? K Summers, girl, them outfits you been having on them pictures. I love that blue outfit with the leopard print on it. Girl, you be looking cute in them outfits, guys. I was like, okay. Anyway, I got sidetracked. 'Cause have y'all seen K Summers outfits that she been putting on going down her timeline? Check, okay. I was like, okay, okay. Anyway, y'all, I got sidetracked by Kay. I just had to tell her I loved her outfits. So, like I said I was going to do a video earlier talking about the COPPA Act, all the changes that are going to be taking place starting the 10th of December, a couple of days from now. Because today is, well, now it's December 2nd, right? So, yeah, because it's after 12. You welcome, Kay. You look so pretty, girl. That's all right. You look pretty. I said, go, Kay. That's my girl. Y'all, these people are, I mean, it's not even, okay, so let's get started. If you saw the thumbnail and you saw what COPPA means, is children, the Child Protective Act. I can't, the COPPA, okay? The whole thing is spread out on the thumbnail. So the COPPA Act was established, some people say 1995, some people say 2000. So I'm going to say the COPPA laws were established and put on the books, had been beginning to be put on the books between 1995 and 2000, right? And so, really, in my opinion, these laws have been stagnant forever, really, honestly, since they've been on the books. And part of the reason why is because, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the term, but when the internet, the World Wide Web, the internet access, social media sites, all of that start popping off and, getting real popular and all of this and all that. They wanted to establish these laws to protect children. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with establishing these laws to protect children because they once called the internet the Wild Wild West. Okay, it didn't have many safeguards for not even only children but adults. It was just untamed territory, right? And so we've seen a lot of changes over the years, especially as it pertains to children and online protection. A lot of those safeguards are absolutely necessary. On here, if you scroll down to the bottom of your homepage, when you click on your YouTube channel, you will see the restrict button that is supposed to, if your child is on YouTube, you could click that button on. It says restricted. You can click it on if your child is going to be watching YouTube, and that is supposed to prevent them from being able to see adult content. Okay, that restrict button on and off, restrict mode on and off, that has been in place for a very long time. Do you see what I'm saying? But so that is one safeguard that YouTube has. Do you see what I'm saying? And also on a side note, you can't. I don't see how you could ever totally restrict young people from watching adult videos because a lot of young people will take their parents' information and use it to create a YouTube or what do you call it, a YouTube email address and create a channel. And but it is the age of their parents, but it's them, and their parents may or may not know anything about it. So I don't know how they're going to try to control that. I'm assuming they're working on that too, but they are working on it, and I'm going to tell you how they plan to combat that, right? So let's get back to COPPA, the Child Protection Act. It lay dormant for several years. Now YouTube recently was The government, basically pretty much, I'm gonna use my own terminology. They, sued YouTube, and instead of YouTube fighting the suit, they decided to settle not only with the FTC, uh, but also with New York. And as a result of that, the settlement was they paid between, I think some people say, I'm $142 million. I'm gonna say, but I heard anywhere between 132 and $140 million. That is what they paid, and they also paid the state of New York because the state of New York sued separately, and they paid them upwards of over $30 million as well. So YouTube, Google, in order they didn't want to go our way. They didn't want to fight Congress and appear in front of Congress and the Senate and whatever, like Zuckerberg did. Like I said, so they settled, and they were at close to or around of about $170 million. And as a result of them settling, they had to, change the YouTube, not only the guidelines, but they had to change, the YouTube, what it is. They changed the whole platform. They changed the agreement. Okay, they changed the whole agreement between content creators, really subscribers, and users, right? So, what the FTC did, to get to YouTube, Google, was use those child protection laws. Okay, but because YouTube, Google really hadn't been concerned about these child protective laws. I don't think they really saw these fines coming. I don't think they seen it coming. And because they didn't want to go follow through with the suit and potentially lose millions and millions of more dollars, like Zuckerberg, Facebook did, they decided to settle. The FTC set forth a whole lot of rules, and as a result of these new rules, YouTube had to change its whole, terms of service. That's the term I was looking for. It has to change its whole terms of service policy, right? And we, the content creators, as well as the subscribers, are the one that's going to have to pay for this 170 potentially plus $1 million settlement. The FTC has imposed a lot of rules. We've seen them. One of those rules is COPPA. They've been talking about, if your channel is deemed commercially viable, it will continue to be monetized. It won't be affected. If they don't deem it commercially viable, they could snatch your whole platform. They could snatch your Google email. They could snatch your IP address from the internet. They could wipe you from the internet. Part of the reason why they are snatching Google addresses and IP addresses is because we know for a long time, if you get your platform snatched, your channel snatched, a lot of people will just create a new channel. And when they're saying that they can, take your Google access away from you, your email access, your whole IP address, that is a way to prevent people from during their platform being removed and just starting a new platform over again. So that is one way that they're doing that. If you've been reading up on this like I have forever, they have been trying to find a way to monitor, things like cyber stalking and, doxing and all of this and all that. So this is the answer for that. They have been lax on in a whole lot of areas, especially when it comes to COPPA. Some of the reason why Google is going through what it's going through now is because for many years we have been hearing of these giant platforms like PewDiePie and the Jake Pauls and out of those giant platforms that were so controversial, you know what I mean? And they shut them down, but then they start them back up. They cater to millions and millions of young people, and really YouTube kind of shot itself in the foot catering to these large platforms like a PewDiePie or a Jake Paul, and that's just to name a few. So they were able to get to YouTube, Google, and they had in evidence there were these big platforms like PewDiePie, and like I said, and Jake Paul. I remember PewDiePie got in trouble a long time ago about he used to use these little Muppets, and kids was watch his videos, but those Muppets, they were not. kid oriented videos. Some of the Muppets were racist, and they were bordering on these weird acts and stuff, and a lot of children were attracted to those videos, but those videos were not made for children. Do you see what I'm saying? So they were able to weaponize those channels like PewDiePie and Jake Paul, like I said, just to name it. They were able to weaponize those channels against YouTube. And so that is part of the reason why they went on and settled, because it's a lot of that, on the platform. They tried to do what they could, within reason, to get those large channels under control. Even the gaming channels, some of those gaming channels are not geared towards children, towards young people. They were the government, the FTC was able to weaponize those types of channels as well, and all of this was being used against YouTube. And now, YouTube is doing what it can, really doing what it can do to forewarn these types of content creators, forewarn all types of content creators. YouTube is really trying to keep protect as many content creators as they can. They've told us, hey, you can make your platform. You can say click that little button that says not make your platform is not your content. It's not made for children. Do you see it? And even if you click the button and say that your platform is not made for children, my platform is clearly not made for children. Even then, when the FTC comes in, and they're going to come in January. Now, see, here's the thing: a lot of people are concerned about December 10th. December 10th is when they're rolling out of these new rules. YouTube, Google is trying to you know, you know, you know, trying to make their own sweep, because in January, and YouTube has already made a sweep. If you notice, some of these channels are gone. A lot of channels are gone. They've been disappearing a little bit at a time, right? They made their sweep, right? And so, but December 10th is really not the problem. The problem, uh, uh, concerning content creators should be January, because in January the FTC comes in and makes its sweep of YouTube. Okay, they're going to be given access to every channel on YouTube. All right, and I seen a video. I don't know if you guys seen. It was a press conference, and the FTC man, he was comparing YouTube and content creators to fish in a barrel. He said, if the FTC is the fisherman, YouTube is the barrel, and the content creators are the fish. Okay, so what do you do if you're a fisherman? You're fishing in a barrel. You're trying to catch as many fish as you can, right? And the way that they are going to catch these fish, what they mean by catching a fish in a barrel, is if they deem your platform non-commercially viable or non-compliant with the COPPA laws, they can get rid of your channel. They can fine you up to $42,000, and a whole lot of things that they can do. Right? They're basically trying to censor your channel, and they're using this under the guise of COPPA. They're really worried about money and censorship, and they're also trying to backdoor net neutrality. Do you see what I'm saying? And like I said, they dusted off those COPPA laws, and they used it against YouTube. And now YouTube is trying to do what it can to stay afloat, and it's actually trying to help the content creators. Do you see what I'm saying? They let you know like a month ahead of time that, hey, the FTC is coming in. They're making one foul swoop. They got these bots and these forensics and all that stuff, that they do, to analyze your channels and all this and all that. And you can get caught up in a rush. Nobody's channel is safe. I've seen videos, people concerned about the COPPA laws. It is going to be bad for a lot of channels across the board, Lynn. I've seen videos of people worried about the copper laws over there in the DIY section. I've seen them in there's a section that I like to watch. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this, but I got this thing, and I've been watching them for years, even before I started making videos, right? Because at first I've had my channel, like I said, since 2011, but I only discovered this part of YouTube, not the sector, but the part of YouTube where you're having the conversations and all this and all that 2.5 years ago, right? So but in addition to DIY videos, I only used to watch and listen to music videos. I used to watch those videos, and I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Those earwax removal videos. Have any of y'all ever watched those videos? Hit the one if you watch those videos. those videos when they removing all the earwax out of people's ears. I be like glued to it. Have you seen Real Mama? I be like, oh, how big is the piece gonna be this time? Y'all, I am addicted to those dang on earwax videos. Okay, now I ain't did the pimples yet, Real Mamas, but them dang on earwax videos, girl. I can watch them for hours. It took me so long to do this video tonight. I don't know if I said it before. I watched one earwax video and I had to watch another earwax video because I'd be like wanting the payoff. You know, it's addictive. You be wanting to see a bigger piece of earwax. Girl, anyway, I digress. They have even censored, they have even censored some of those videos. Even videos in that sector have been censored. As a matter of fact, there's one guy, QT, was laughing at me. LOL. I was like, oh my God, glad I don't have child. Dr. Popper's gives you the really. I had to watch Dr. Popper, but I've been watching the doctor that I like. As far as the earwax videos, his channel is called Dr. Paul Thomas MD. No, it's not doctor. It's called Paul Thomas MD, and it's all in lowercase letters. Ooh, child, y'all ought to check out his channel. But because he removes earwax and he deals with children. He's a pediatrician, I believe, right? And I don't even think he's an ear, nose, and throat doctor because he references them a lot. But he would get the wax out of your ear, honey. He just be digging and digging and digging, and them big hunks be coming out, and my mouth be wide open. I was like, Lord have mercy, can they hear? Child, there be a lot going on with the videos. I'm like, oh my God. And so, but cause of the COPPA laws, they have disabled the comments under a lot of those videos because they have children in the videos. Now, this is earwax removal, but they have even censored that type of channel. I was like, what in the world? I saw a lady, like I said today, she does DIY videos refurbishing toys, right? From the Dollar Tree and places, old toys, Dollar Tree toys, and all this and all that. She is worried about them attacking her channel. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm like, Lord have mercy, what is going on? So everybody across the board, when the FTC come in and make their sweep, it's just gonna pretty much be on. It's gonna be out of YouTube hands. But they have forewarned. I have in the effort to for my channel to remain commercially viable. Now I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I ain't gonna lie, but I have deleted a whole lot of my videos. If it didn't have a green monetization sign behind it, they're gone. Okay, and that took away half of my content. Okay, I'm not lying to you. It's just gone. It ain't on private. It's just gone. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I can just do another video and word it differently. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's not a problem. I don't mind talking about it. But anyway, that's what I did. And also, even if you do what I like me, and I say I deleted a lot of those videos, even if you click that button to where you say my platform is not made for kids, my video are not geared towards children, even then you are not safe because they say if you're making a video, right? And I'm gonna read that QT1. Say you're making a video, they can take your platform away because of the colors that you use in your backdrop. Do you see what I'm saying? They can say that is enticing kids, like bright colors and stuff. They say it entices kids. They say the thumbnails. I had to replace a lot of my thumbnails because I like, like the little animal thumbnails with the little quirky, shady sayings on them. I had to replace those thumbnails with just a picture of myself. You know what I mean? And cause those thumbnails will be considered appealing to kids. Some of the music that people play, those videos, there are channels, where they only sing music. If even if you click and say that those your channel is for adults only, they can say, well, because of the music, it's geared towards children, and we gonna find you $42,000 a video, or either we gonna snatch your whole channel, as well as the IP address and your Google email access. Do you see what I'm saying? We're gonna snatch it if we want to, right? And what they're really fishing for is coins, okay? At the end of the day, they're fishing for coins and censorship, and they're trying to backdoor net neutrality, right? And so, but that's the reason why they dust off these COPPA laws, right? And so, so anything that the forensic bot says is not commercially viable, or appealing to children, they can snatch your channel or find you for that. There are a lot of family oriented channels on here. The family oriented channels are even stressed out and worried about it. Like everybody is up for grabs. Do you see what I'm saying? John says the FTC and COPPA don't find. Oh yes, they do. Oh yes, they do. That is why YouTube put it in its new terms of usership. We are not responsible, for your content. Do you see what I'm saying? Meaning, if they find you $42,000 per video, it's on you to pay it. So yes, they do find individuals. Oh yes, they do. You need to do a little bit more research, John. Okay. And so, anyway, you guys can look at those videos. There are tons of them on the internet of people being worried about these fines and the FTC and COPPA and all of that, right? As a matter of fact, I will put a link to a video to where it's a virtual lawyer or something like that. I think it's Hoeg or something like that. I put the link to that video. He's a lawyer. He's discussing COPPA. This is my opinion, and this is me breaking down COPPA in a way in which people can understand, because a lot of people really don't know what's going on. So yes, the FTC and COPPA do plan on fining individuals, John. Okay, do your research. Anyway, let me go back up. QT1 said, I thought it was just a matter of changing the audience setting or whether or not it's for kids. And a lot of people are thinking that. But even after you do that, they still can come through. Like I just said a minute ago, I'm going to give you an example. Let me read your other comment. She said, wow, I need to take away the snowman of thumbnail on mine then. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But like I said, I'm going to put a link to a video from a lawyer as he was reading the COPPA laws and breaking them down for everybody. And this is just my version, breaking it down any further, because we know that some of us are the last to know or even understand what's going on until it's too late. And when it's too late, it's just too late, but you're not, but this is my warning. Maybe you could do a little tweaking, a little this, a little that, to avoid when the FTC comes in January. Because December 10th is not the issue. January 1st and beyond is the issue, because in January the FTC comes in, like I said, with their bots and their forensics, and they're going to go through everybody's channel, everybody's platform. And I already told you what that man said in the conference, right? And also they are backdooring, like I said, once again, the net neutrality laws, right? They're backdooring it. They've tried to repeal and roll back these net neutrality laws. And net neutrality laws ensures that there is a fair, equal access to the internet, no matter your socioeconomic status, right? Is if a lot of people are going to be afraid to be fined. Google, YouTube is going to be losing a lot of platforms. So how are they going to stay relevant? How are they still going to make money? So a lot of people don't understand that YouTube is a private business. Do you see what I'm saying? It is not owned by the government. And if they want to charge you money, they can charge you money for access. They're going to have to recoup this money from somewhere, and who you going to recoup it from? Except for the content creators and even the subscribers. Do you see what I'm saying? And like I said, this is a effort to, in my opinion, to backdoor net neutrality. Do you see what I'm saying? Because say, you can't afford to pay for a bundle pack. I've done a video about this. $25 a month for a bundle, and you get certain social media sites in that bundle, and all of this and all that, right? So they're going to end up, in my opinion, having to do that because they're going to be losing millions and millions of dollars when the FTC comes in. But what that means is more money for the government, and that is the real thing going on here is not the protection of children. It's a money grab, okay? And they want to control the narrative. They want to control your freedom of speech. They want to control, propaganda. Okay, good or bad, they want to control that because it's the government, and we know that's what they like to do. That is part of the reason why they want to roll back the net neutrality laws as well. A lot of people are not understanding it. They think, well, if I just switch like QT1 says, just switch that button to say it's not for kids, everything gonna be fine. That's not true. They're going to come through and go through your videos, and if they deem them unacceptable, non-commercially viable, let's talk about that too. They can snatch your whole platform or find you up to $42,000+ per video if they want to. Okay. So don't let nobody tell you that the FTC and COPPA don't find individuals. That's a lie. Do your research, okay? And anyway, I don't even appreciate that because you lied to people, and I don't appreciate it. Anyway, it's probably a troll. Real Mama said people are going to look for other platforms, absolutely, in order to escape this type of censorship. Yes, they are. They got a plan for that too, but the realization is the FTC won't stop at YouTube. No, they won't. No, they won't. This is just the beginning. You're absolutely right. It's just the beginning, and it's not. It started with Facebook. Do you see what I'm saying? But Facebook fought. Facebook. Let me tell you something about Facebook. I call Facebook the devil for a reason because Facebook has been working with the government for years. Do you see what I'm saying? And what happened was when the person that we have in office now went after the internet because they want a bigger chunk of the pie, the monies that's coming from the wild wild west, i.e. the internet, right? They want a bigger chunk of it, so they came for Facebook first, right? This is going to be like North Korea after. Oh, okay, okay, they came for Facebook. Facebook fought, right? Zuckerberg had been allowing, okay, people to control the narrative. And, he had those Russian bots come in, control the narrative as it pertains to the elections, who to and who not to vote for. Facebook was aware that a lot of these Russian bots was causing a whole bunch of confusion and division on Facebook. They were spreading lies. They weren't who they say they were. They had whole Facebook pages. They were acting like they were Americans. Vote for who the president is now and all of this and all that. They were not even here in the Americas, and Facebook knew about that. So when COPPA came for Facebook, when the FTC, I'm sorry, came for Facebook, they pretty much knew what they were doing anyway. And that's part of the reason why Mark Zuckerberg tried to fight it, because he was in on it with him in the first place. Okay? Him and all of that propaganda from those bots and all of this and all of that content geared towards voting in the president that we have now, uh, that is what they weaponized against Zuckerberg. All right, that is why he tried to fight it, but you're not going to fight the government and win. You're going to come out losing. You're going to, so you're going to have to compromise. All that stuff is going on with Facebook, right? So now they're on to YouTube Google. And YouTube Google said, hey, we ain't going to fight you. We're going to settle. You want the FTC to come in, copper, all this and all that. Okay, we're going to do our best to comply. And that is what is going on, right now. So let's talk about commercially viable real quick. I'm trying to talk about this as fast as I can, guys. I said, let me go on and make a video. It'll be quicker. It won't take so long to download. I can get back to my, watching the earwax extraction videos so they can put me to sleep. Because those videos, on the side note, guys, are like ASMR to me. Okay, I don't even know why, but they really work for me. Anyway, oh, child. What does it mean if your channel is commercially viable or not, right? From my understanding, commercially viable is not about the numbers of subscribers that you have. It's not about how much money you generate on your channel. It's not about any of that. Commercially viable or not commercially viable means that, say you got a channel and it's somewhat controversial, right? Say you got a channel and you got people in this sector. This ain't no shade to nobody. If your channel is deemed not commercially viable, they can snatch it. Okay. Now, y'all remember you got all these petitions going around, like docs and no doxing petitions, and no talking about the kid hey due process, no talking about the kids petitions going around, and all of this and all that. All of that is actually going to be working against the content creators of not only in this sector throughout YouTube, okay? Because everybody argue via every platform, but I'm just using this sector in particular as an example, as well as the woke sector too, because a lot of those channels are gone. Hey, V Boogie. And so, say you have the bots, can indicate that you've been doxing, right? Now, if you doxing, it is like putting people in harm's way. So if they catch you doing that, or they know that you're doing that, and YouTube, Google has just been letting it go by the wayside forever. Do you see what I'm saying? They can deem your platform non-commercially viable. Okay, and if the offense is bad enough and repetitive enough, they've had to snatch a couple of your channels, but you still come back and you do the same thing. They can snatch that IP address, like I said, and they can snatch that your access to Google, or email. Without a Google email, without a Gmail account, you can't have a YouTube account, and so that is part of the reason why they're doing that. Is because of the commercial viability clause that it's not, like I said, it's not about money or anything like that. It's about, the type of platform that you have. Could your platform be considered harmful to children, other adults? Could it be considered harmful to anybody? If the FTC deems that it is harmful to people, children or adults, or children and adults, they could not, they're not going to fine you, they're going to snatch it because it's, going to be deemed non-commercially viable. And they use a lot of bots for these things, and you can get a false positive. Do you see what I'm saying? Even say you're not doxing, you can get a you can get a false positive, and your channel could be deemed non-commercially viable because you sing on your channel and it's appealing to kids. Do you see what I'm saying? Say, who sings on the channel? Like, like say the Tracy Peacey song, right? For instance, this is just an example. Tracy's Pieces. You see what I'm saying? That song is a real funny song. And if she's got, and I'm sure a lot of her videos have her singing that song on there, it's real comical. It's in a voice to, that's appealing to children. This is just for instance, right? And all of this and all that, they could deem her channel non-commercially valuable because she's singing a song that's about her platform. Even though her channel is not geared towards children, if they think that that song could be enticing children, they will snatch her channel for that under the COPPA laws. Okay, they will snatch it for that, and it is censorship. People are going to look for. Yeah, I read that, real mamas. Uh, Leah said this is going to be like North Korea. I read that. Hello, hey, due process is. Hey, I'm trying to catch on the comments, guys. Snazzy Girl says, so if they snatch your IP address, no one in the said household, could I think so. Like, yeah, if they snatch that IP address, say you got a, that's a good question. Say you got a Hey Lane, say you got a, Xfinity account, right? And it's, it's mama, and it's, you got kids, like you got 3 kids, all of y'all look at YouTube. If they snatch that IP address, no, you're not going to be able to access YouTube under that IP address. So, yeah, that's a good question, Snazzy Girl. You're absolutely right about that. It's not just a single person, it could affect your whole household. So, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Due process is absolutely in ASMR community. Oh, they are scared too of using the title or tag whisper. It can be appealing to, yeah. Everybody's scared, even in the DIY. Like I was saying, due process, they scared over there too. Scratch and dandruff sector and the ear thing that I was talking about, they scared too. So yeah, yeah, it's everybody. It can get you. It can get you. Due process says in the adult toy collector game, Dolls said absolutely that. The gaming channels, they are scared as well, because a lot of those gaming channels really are not made for children, but it is very appealing to children. So they should be afraid over there in the gaming sector too. Even yo, say you got a kid like Ryan Toy Review. So he is the richest little boy. He makes the most money on YouTube. That little boy that does the Ryan Toy reviews, his toys are in Walmart. My nephew loves Ryan Toy reviews. Those his toys ain't worth nothing to me, but they at Walmart, and I'm sure they do very well. And my nephew loves him. Look at him all the time. He's just turned 6 years old, right? He loves Ryan Toy Review. And when he looks at YouTube, it's on restrict mode. Do you see what I'm saying? He can't watch nothing but the kid videos, right? So they fined Ryan's Toy Review because they said that they were doing some kind of unfair unfair advertising or something like that, and they find them a whole lot of money for the advertising on that channel, that little boy's channel. They find them money, okay? And he makes more money than anybody on YouTube, right? More money than PewDiePie, Jake Paul, all of them. He's a kid channel and he reviews toys. You see what I'm saying? And so Real Mama said, "Yep, sure did. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Absolutely. Uh huh. Uh-huh. QT1 said, I can't see them legally snatching the IP address. Well, this is what they're doing, QT1. They're using those COPPA laws and those FTC standards that they put in place, and that is the way they're going to get your channel snatched. They're using that COPPA law to say that your channel is commercially non-viable because it's attracting children. Now, if it's deemed harmful to children, it's not commercially viable. They can fine you up to over $42,000, and or snatch your IP address. And that is the way they're doing it. They're using that COPPA law. That is the way they're going to get you, through that COPPA law. All they gotta say is, they're saying this channel is not geared towards children, but look at the songs on the channel. Look at the colors in the background. Do you see what I'm saying? Look at shoot the ornaments on the wall. Just anything to snatch it. That's what they're gonna do. It said in the terms and conditions, QT1. Yeah, crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, they can do that. uh-huh. Hotline at QT1 said right, a due process, even though it's there. I believe it will take a court order. Yeah, I don't know. Child. But see, here's the thing: it's not going to take a court order because what YouTube did, if you pay attention, I'm sure every content creator, anybody with a YouTube channel, subscriber or content creator, it is almost like blacklisting. You're absolutely right, Anthony. You got that terms of service where you had to agree to that terms of service, the new terms of service. It popped up in your email. It popped up on my YouTube when I was watching a YouTube video. It popped up. We have new terms of service. Agree to the new terms of service and all that. And you agreed to that when you clicked agree to those new terms of services. Do you see what I'm saying? So no, it's not going to take a court order at all because you agreed to it under the new terms of service. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Uh, Real Mama said, not snatching, blocking you. Yeah, from the YouTube platform. Yeah, blocking you. I'm saying, I'm using the word snatching your IP address, but yeah, blocking your IP address. You're absolutely right about that, Mama. Real Mamas, I should have made that more clear. They ain't snatching nothing. They're blocking your IP address, and they could take your Google email access. Without a Google email, you can't make a YouTube channel without a Google email. You see what I'm saying? And so yeah, not snatching but blocking. You're right about that. Uh Due process is to legally fight the system will be expensive. Yeah, YouTube didn't want to do it. You're right about that. Only way to fight is a collective lawsuit. Now there is a petition on change.org against these new rules and regulations that's going to be rolling out. I don't have the link to the petition. I wouldn't sign it anyway. But there is a petition going around on change.org concerning a lot of this, all of this. You know what I mean? And thank you, Seeking Perfection. She says, or he says, hey everyone, Miss O. Your live earlier was so enlightening. Great job, Miss O. And the O is for outstanding. Oh, thank you so much, Seeking Perfection. That is awesome. Uh, to Legally QT1 said, what is confusing is that if I made something for kids, how does that work? Crazy, crazy. If you made something for kids, even after you marked your channel is not made for kids, you just click over to it's made for kids. I'm assuming, I don't know. I've never made content for kids, and I've always been leery in making sure that it's known that my content is not made for kids. Do you see what I'm saying? That's a real touchy area when it comes to YouTube and content when it's concerning the kids. Even before this whole thing that's going on now, it's real touchy with YouTube. Do you see what I'm saying? And she said, yes, I saw the terms in email and on my channel too. Yeah, QT1, they did everybody like it. They sure did. Yep. Zero Lightning says, hey. Oh, hello, Elaine Sutherland. I heard your story today. Wow, she's absolutely a survivor. Absolutely. Wonderful testimony. Wonderful. Due process is that's the problem. The terms are very vague. Yes, they are. They're very vague. And they are subject to everybody's own interpretations. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is me, my interpretation of it. A lot of it is fact. It is because I listened to a whole lot of videos. Even the lawyers discussing the terms. Do you see what I'm saying? Good night, Alicia. How you doing? QT1 said craziest part is on one end, they are private, yes, and can't be sued, and yet they are going for this copper stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The government got the foot on they foot on their neck. There's nothing else they can do but comply. So yeah, I absolutely agree though. You're absolutely right, QT1. Uh huh. Snazzy Girl said channels that are kid friendly supposedly will be under strict, yes, under strict changes. Yeah, no comment section. They're removing the comment section. That's right. No lives. You're right about that. And less monetization is what is going around. Yeah, and yes, a lot of, like I said, I was looking at, I like Paul Thomas MD when he dig out the wax. His comments, a lot of his comment section has been disabled, and he made a community post about it, saying that when they snatched his ability for people to comment under his videos, he don't like that because he doesn't have any interaction, with his subscribers because they blocked the comment section or whatever, turned it off. And YouTube did that. He didn't do it. YouTube did it, and he was really, he wasn't feeling good about that. So yeah, you're right. Uh-huh. Due process is you can click not for kids. Yes, you can, but however, the bots can false flag. Yeah, we were just talking about that due process. You get a false flag. And it's going to be very difficult to reverse the decision. You're absolutely right. We were talking about that. That is coming in January. The FTC, they got their whole, system coming through. They're rolling it out in January. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, you can be false flag. And it's not. The thing is, you got the false flagging about the copper. Then you got the commercially viable. That little part right there. If they deem your channel commercially viable, a lot of people thought that they were talking about money. They're not talking about money at all. They're talking about censorship. That's what they're talking about. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's just real crazy. Everybody with a channel, even the subscribers, is up for scrutiny in January. Do you see what I'm saying? And like I said, YouTube done tried to, help people out as best they can. They done did what they can do. We can do what we can do, and we can still lose our platform. A lot of people, their whole, they make a living off of YouTube. These big channels and stuff like that. They make they stand to lose the most. Not the small content creators, because we really don't get nothing anyway. But them big YouTubers that their whole income is based on YouTube. Child, can you imagine if their platform, gets snatched and you done bought a car and you paying on it, or you paying a home or whatever's going on, and they snatch your channel? Child, that's devastating. They snatched. It was devastating. They say, and I wasn't quite here then, but they said it was devastating to a lot of platforms when they snatched the commercial, when they call what they call it the ad apocalypse, when they snatched everybody's ad off all the channels and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is gonna be worse. You know. So yeah, Zero like to say, well, there are so many widows that do crazy stuff to children today. This is a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? And it's a bad thing. Cause it's a bad thing because a lot of channels that don't have weird stuff, and a lot of people don't, that aren't behind all that weirdo stuff, are going to get swept up in the net. And I think it was due process said there's going to be a lot of false flagging. Yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah. QT1 said, I would love to have uh the comments disabled button in a real life in public. Girl, what you talking about? I know that's right. I feel you on that. Snazzy Girl says, I'm wondering if you make adult content, it's confusing. I'm wondering if you make adult content, it's confusing. What things are not permitted. Makes it hard for anyone considering making a change. You're absolutely right. Well, they always got the issue with certain types of curse words and all this and all that other stuff. Even if your content is geared towards adult, some of the cussing and all of this and all of that is not deemed commercially viable. Do you see what I'm saying? And like if you we in the beef sector, right? And they can if they find our channels, our platform harmful to the public, it could be snatched. Do you see what I'm saying? It can be flagged, it can be snatched, it can be fined, and all of that. And Elaine said, you see Elaine on Maury is technically Maury that can't touch me, right? What you say, Elaine? Did somebody say something about your video, Elaine? I don't know. Maybe you could explain what you just typed, babes. We'll listen to it. I mean, I'll read it when you finish typing it because I don't understand your question. I don't. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to have this discussion. you know, because a lot of people are confused. Everybody's scared, but every platform across YouTube is going to be, under the microscope come January. Do you see what I'm saying? And we've been given warning, but there's only so much YouTube can do because they know when the FTC comes in and sweeps a lot of these channels, a lot of people are going to leave YouTube. There are other uploading platforms, in this internet universe, like what Discord, Twitch, TikTok. There are other platforms, and they could potentially be losing, thousands or millions of content creators, and that's bad for them. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not going to make them any money. And if they lose all of these content creators and they're losing all these millions of dollars on top of the fines that they've already had to pay, how are they going to get the money back? Do you see what I'm, they're going to be forced to, ask, you're going to have to pay a subscription fee. Every time you want to upload a video, get on YouTube, you're going to have to pay a subscription fee. That's the only other way they're going to be able to recoup their money. Do you see what I'm saying? Alicia said YouTube said on Twitter that they're seeking out more companies, that don't mind their ads running on what is deemed to be edgy. And that's what I could never understand, Alicia. There are all of these products, all of these ads running. You can't find commercials that'll fit every type of flat platform, really. I mean, come on now, work a little harder. Don't do that. Just don't rely on the WalMarts or the Cokes or something like that. I mean, come on, really? You can't find like what are their people doing? They need to work a little bit harder on advertisers. And so that's my issue. I agree with that though. QT1 said this is reflection on the lack of supervision of kids. That too, the tech babysitting. They said you're absolutely right. A lot of people set their kids give their babies iPads and it pacifies them. So yeah, you're right. But YouTube, like I said, they got to take the blame for some of it because they let those big channels because they was making money. They know those channels weren't in compliance with the last set of community guidelines. Those PewDiePies, those Jake Pauls, they make money for them. So they turned a blind eye to a lot of those types of channels. And the small content creators pay too because they're making it real hard. They out on your back. You a small content creator and you can't hardly breathe right on your channel without getting flagged. But then you got the Jake Pauls and the PewDiePies and some of the gamers over here just doing any and everything imaginable, and they're just turning a blind eye. Do you see what I'm saying? We know that YouTube ain't created equal. No disrespect, it's just not. When it comes to content creators, it's not equal. Elaine said no because the man Elaine Maury is not in this sector. I got no notice. I don't. Hmm. QT1 said, I am always mindful of what my grands are watching. Absolutely. 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 Snazzy Girl said, I think she is referring to whether or not her using her Maury story will affect her. Is that correct, Elaine? Yeah, I don't. It's your story. I don't see how. Well, did you put it on your channel or something? Is that what you're asking? I don't see how it would. But I don't know though. Elaine said, but celebrities are coming to YouTube. That's right. TV has lost its thing. Yeah, absolutely. And that's another thing. That's another reason why the FTC the FTC is on YouTube, like it is, because YouTube, people get their news and all sorts of information now. Whereas you used to watch TV, you watch YouTube now. Do you see what I'm saying? And they want to, and more news channels are coming to YouTube, more entertainers. They're trying to control the narrative. Do you see what I'm saying? They're trying to snuff out YouTube. A lot of the content creators restrict what you can put. They want to make it bland like mass media. Do you see? In hopes that you'll go back to television and those cable platforms. A lot of people don't even have cable anymore. They watch YouTube. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, all that is coming into play. And so yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why you see so many celebrities coming to YouTube. Because I said it before. I'm saying it again. YouTube is going mainstream. And so yeah, if it wants to compete, it's going to have to go mainstream. The government is not having it any other way. And so yeah, so true. The blind eye is a real thing. Absolutely, QT1. Yeah. So I hope this video, I tried to break it down as best I could in plain, simple language. Do you see what I'm saying? Give you guys my opinion about this whole thing. It is serious. It should be taken seriously if you are a content creator, if you are a subscriber. Do you see what I'm saying? Either way, you should take it seriously because it does affect you in some way. You see what I'm saying? If you are on YouTube, all of these changes are going to affect you in some way. Alicia said, TBH, to be honest, had YouTube not broken the law with collecting kids' info for targeted ads, we wouldn't be in this mess right now. That is what I meant by allowing the Jake Pauls and all of this and all that. And they were caught collecting data, on kids like 13 and and under or whatever. They were caught doing that. And so that they could target ads towards these young children. Because, you get these, say you got, what is his name? The little boy that makes the most money on YouTube, right? He's putting out all these toy reviews. They putting out all those ads on there and all this and all that. And it's just attracting the kids more. Yeah, Ryan, it's attracting the kids more and more. Every time my nephew go to Walmart, he want a Ryan's toy review toy. Do you see what I'm saying? And have y'all seen what's in those darn toys? Child. Honey, I ain't never seen nothing like it. And then my nephew likes video games and stuff. And then he just wants the egg, the Ryan Toy Review egg and the toys, because he sees it. He sees it on YouTube. We all know how kids are, and so like I said, they even find Ryan Toy Review. They sure did. So yeah, Elaine said very positive channel. Olivia helping our people. Thank you, Elaine. That's nice of you. Thank you. But yeah, I hope this made some sense for you guys. Sometimes I caught myself talking in circles, but it's just so much. I don't know if I missed anything. I told you guys about the thumbnails, about the music, about the singing. All of this stuff can be targeted by the FTC. They can flag your channel. They can take it or fine you per video. It's just so much, and we just gonna have to wait and see. Hope for the best. A lot of people are going to be false flagged, like due process said. It's happened once, and it's going to happen again. And you're going to have a long fight if you want to, get your channel back, possibly get the block off of your IP address, reinstate your Google Gmail account. Can you imagine? Child. Yeah, the video. Yeah, I said that earlier, Anthony. Video, the gaming channels, they are absolutely targeted as well. They're absolutely, it's big money over there in the gaming sector. Okay. Thank you, due process. I tried to break it down, in everyday talk, the way we talk on the porch, to some folks, because it might help somebody. Because a lot of people simply don't understand what in the world is going on, and they feeling like if I just click that button that says my channel is not made for kids, they safe. And that is not the case because, like I said, the FTC is coming in and they sweeping everybody's channel in January. Do you see what I'm saying? December 10th is not the real issue. January is the issue because that is when the FTC is going to come knocking on everybody's platform door. They visiting everybody, okay? Across the board, every channel because they're fishing for money. That's what they're fishing for. And they're fishing to control the narrative over here. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, and they're trying to, like I said, backdoor net neutrality laws. Do you see what I'm saying? Trying to force force Google, YouTube into, charging people for subscriptions and all of this and all of that. That is really what's going on too. And the government, they figured they'd have found out a way to get a bigger piece of the pie, you know. And they weaponized those COPPA laws. They thought about them COPPA laws, and since they put them on the books, they dug them out, and this is what they're doing. And those laws are so vague, they can take your channel and fine you for anything. Like I said, even the color on the wall. You see what I'm saying? Real Mama said, Lovely T said, PewDiePie had to hold to YouTube because of something that happened in his channel concerning emojis, content creators and subs blocked in his chat. Really? Had to go to, oh, he had to actually go to YouTube headquarters. Is that what you're saying, Real Mamas? Because they've had forever problems with PewDiePie. He used to be out. I don't even understand why. Oh, child, I got you, Real Mamas. He had to go to YouTube. I mean, he been doing too much forever. People like him, that attract millions and millions of subscribers, those children, that wasn't PewDiePie. Oh, that was Markiplier. I've seen a couple of his videos too. I didn't know he had to go to YouTube. Patty Smith said, but they're grown men YouTubers saying that I guess Pokemon and Legos isn't I guess meant for kids and their audience, so they're not going to mark for kids friendly. Well, child, it's gonna be on them. Said they were completely blocked. Yeah, yeah. It was Markiplier. Okay. I've watched his videos. Wow, I didn't think he really had a controversial channel. Not the videos I seen. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. Did he get false flagged, y'all? Due process said this is just the beginning. We have to carefully read the terms for everything. You're absolutely right. And you gotta agree to the terms, or you won't have a platform if you don't agree to the terms. Because YouTube is it's a privately owned business. It's owned by Google. That's a privately owned business. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. They do that with our driver's license too. When we sign under the dotted line agreeing to not drink and drive, many people don't know they incriminate themselves when they say, I only had one drink. You're right. You want only, they say don't drink and drive. You get stopped and you say, I only had one drink. That is incriminating yourself. That's you're admitting to drinking and driving. Even though you might have had a sip, you admitted to drinking and driving. So you're right about that due process. Alicia says it was over the spamming of emojis in his chat. Is that right? Oh wow. I heard something about somebody getting in trouble about emojis. But I didn't know it was Markiplier or even PewDiePie. But I heard something about that. Somebody got their channel snatched, right, Alicia? For the emojis in the chat or something like that. I briefly heard that. So yeah, that's crazy though. Woo wee. Child. I tell you one thing. Excuse me, I'm getting sleepy now. This is right on time, child. Right on time. Uh, I was gonna say, I'll tell you one thing. Um, People just gonna have to wait and see. And if you're one of these big YouTubers and you get thousands of dollars from YouTube every month, child, that's gonna be horrific for a lot of people. You will be surprised how many very lucrative platforms there are on YouTube. For YouTube, for a lot of people, this is their sole source of income. You know, and that's crazy. Snazzy Girl said, I heard it's not the emojis from our devices. Really, Snazzy Girl. Alicia said his channel wasn't snatched. His subscribers that participated in his chat got their Google email snatched. Really? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Somebody said there was an error with the bots and the emoji. Oh, wow. That is crazy. When Mama said, my bad, Markiplier, LOL. Don't watch any of them, but I moderate. So I wanted to know what to look out for. Oh, okay. Okay, real mamas. Thanks for bringing it up. Child, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I've seen Markiplier videos before. I didn't think he was as controversial as a PewDiePie or a Jake Paul, but like I said, yeah, YouTube, they're complicit in what's going through with them now. because it kept turning a blind eye to so much stuff, you know. But then they're turning around and giving other YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, all of these rules they have to follow and all of this and all of, like I said, YouTube is not created equal. They know they're not. And so, yeah, the government want money. YouTube been slacking and they got caught up. Marky Pie said Google is trying to fix the issue. Well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. hmm Especially, can you imagine getting fucked, child? Oh my goodness. It's whew, honey. Alicia says, I believe they have fixed that issue, but not everyone got back their emails. Wow. They are still working on it. Wow. For emojis? They snatched they child. Whoa. If that's not censorship, and then you gonna blame it on the bot? Come on now. Okay. But a lot of good, a lot of channels have been false flagged before. And had to rebuild from ground zero. What's that name? That Durrell, I think his name is Durrell Eves, Derraleaves, something like that. He's got a very very lucrative channel, and his channel done got snatched before. He had to start all over again. He's got millions of subscribers, and he had to start all over again. And he went through a lot trying to get his channel back. And he said by the time he got his channel back, of course his viewership had went down because he hadn't been on that main channel in forever, and it was a false flag. Yeah. Snazzy Girl said, imagine the errors, and this thing has not even been implemented yet. Absolutely. The FTC is not playing. The man's compared it to YouTube being the barrel. The FTC is the fisherman. YouTube is the barrel, and we are the fish in the barrel. I was like, what? No, he didn't say that out of his mouth. I'm sure some of you guys have seen that press conference that they put on, the FTC put on. I was like, no, he didn't say that. So he's basically telling everybody that we coming for you. We coming for you. So yeah. And like I said, they have their own forensic bots, and they're gonna have free reign over YouTube. So, child. All I know is I'm prepared. I'm not even gonna be surprised. I ain't gonna lie to you. Child, that's all I got to say. Oh, some stuff I ain't even speaking out loud. But honey, uh-uh, uh-uh. You just gonna have to wait and see. Well, I guess that's it, guys. I think that's all I had to say. They said many. Hold on, still got a couple of more comments. They said many of those emails were tied to Google accounts that have student projects and weren't really. Wow. Real Mama said a content creator I mod for has been unfairly targeted while he did a video with less controversial content than others who reported on the same thing and they snatched his channel. Wow, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, my mamas. I'm not surprised. I think one problem, and then they kind of have to, but YouTube relies heavily on the algorithm and those bots, and sometimes, say you get a video and it's got the yellow monetization and you ain't said nothing wrong. Do you see what I'm saying? It's absolutely advertiser friendly and you still get a yellow thing and you have to wait till it get to get 1,000 to then contest it and then an actual human will review it and you will get the green dollar sign, and that's because who knows why those bots deem deem your channel as limited ads and all of this and all that. You don't even know what you can say or do, and it was for a fact you didn't say out of your mouth anything wrong, but they could have turned your green monetization yellow for the shirt that you had on or something. Like something that you don't even realize, something in the background or something. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, it's crazy. But as far as those backgrounds and all of this and all that, and people, you don't ever know what they're looking for. You know, they can say, like take Jay Wilson, that big Christmas tree he got in his house. They can say that attracts kids and they can snatch his channel because he got a Christmas tree in the back. Obviously, his channel is not made for kids. They know it's not made for kids. They can find him and snatch his channel because he got a Christmas tree in the back. See, it's just stuff like that. It's just anything. You don't know what's going to happen, you know? And that's just an example. No shade to anybody. That's just the truth. That's just real. Alicia says several creators are currently in dialogue with the FTC. Apparently, those at the FTC are just like the people in the Senate. Yep, they don't fully understand the internet culture. You're absolutely right. And that's why I saw a channel and they were urging people after you sign the change.org petition, you write a letter, you write, you give a paragraph or two, explaining why that you're signing this petition. They were urging people to be very respectful because you can get more with sugar than you can, the other stuff. And so they were asking people to try to explain in a very respectful manner. Try to explain your grievance with what is going to be happening here in a little while. They were asking people to do that, but they're saying if you're going to write a brief statement as to why you don't agree with these rules or whatever, or why you're worried about these rules and how they're going to be implemented, that you be respectful because you don't want them to, feel insulted, because really they got the power right now. They got the power over you, and you don't want to insult the boss. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't want to do that, And so, yeah, we'll basically have to wait and see, you know. So I don't know, guys. That's pretty much all I got. I've been on here talking for an hour, y'all. I didn't even mean to talk that long, but I'm glad I did it live, and so maybe more people, heard what I had to say. Good night, Elaine. Thanks for joining us. Maybe more people. I hope I broke it down in plain English as best I could. But like I said, when this video uploads, I'm going to put a link in the description box, and it's to a lawyer, a virtual lawyer, whatever he's calling himself. He's breaking down the things I just talked about. COPPA. Is your channel commercially viable or not? Breaking down some of the terms of service paragraphs. Ollie, it's a really good video if you're even more interested. And he's using a more he's using more technical terminology, and somebody might appreciate that as well. I appreciated it. I was confused about a lot of it, and a lot of people don't even know what's going on. That's the reason why I try to break it down and give my opinion and my interpretation of COPPA, FTC stuff that's going on. Going to start December 10th through January and however long the FTC is choosing to monitor and dissect our channels. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's going to start in January. I know that. Like I said, December 10th ain't the problem. January is the problem. QT1 says, thanks for this. I had to leave to pack up the grands so I catch what I missed. Okay, thank you so much, QT1. And thank you guys so much for, asking questions, sharing your commentary, letting everybody know what you think about your interpretation. QT1 was really good at that. Hey, Lady Tia. Lady Tia said, we up late. Hey, Miss Olivia in chat, just coming from the. Oh, I hope you had fun. What you go see Frozen? You know what I mean? Child. Due process says, Miss O, have you heard about how they officially um using folk genealogy DNA results to solve criminal cases? Absolutely. I knew they were headed in that direction to give answers if they're harassed enough. Absolutely. Absolutely. You seen Queen of Slim? Did you like it? I haven't went to see it yet, but I'm going to. But I heard it was a really great movie. That is awesome. Absolutely. I haven't gone yet, but I plan on it. I just haven't had time with the holiday and stuff, you know, and all of that. Yes, it's a good movie. Awesome, awesome. I will be going to check it out. Thank you so much for telling me, Lady Tia. I felt like it was a good movie just from the trailers. Are you guys going to be participating if you have not already in Cyber Monday? We are now in the midst of Cyber Monday. You got to be careful with your credit cards. They're telling you use credit, not debit. And be careful of the sites that you go to. Try to use reputable sites with good security on it, because people are going to be trying to snatch your account information. Do you see what I'm saying? Due process said, my purse said no. My card said, no, no. I know you don't. You're right about that due process. I agree. Snazzy Girl said, nope. It's a nope for me too, Snazzy Girl. No, ma'am. I'm not even going to go anywhere near that dang on Amazon app. Do you hear me? I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going nowhere near it. I'm going to fight the urge. Because I ain't going to lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. There are some good, there are some good Cyber Monday deals out there, but no ma'am, no ma'am, Pamela, no ma'am. Lady Tia said lost my cousin last night due to a hit and run. Uh, no, for Cyber Monday. I'm so sorry. My condolences to you and your family, Lady Tia. I'm so sorry to hear that. My goodness. So sorry for your loss. My condolences. God bless you. God bless you. I be sending prayers and positive energy to you and your family. I'm so sorry. Lady Tia said, just trying to get this off my mind. Thank you. You're absolutely welcome. Please, hey, it's all right. My God, to a hit and run? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. A lot of people I'm seeing you're seeing this, but everybody's saying, so sorry, Lady Tia. Prayers going up. So sorry. So sorry for your loss. I had no idea. God bless you, baby. Were you close to your cousin? My goodness. Ooh, I tell you. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Today, tomorrow, is not promised to any of us. Mm, mm, mm. My goodness. A hit and run? Thanks, everyone. Very close. She was only 40. Oh, my goodness. Only 40 years old. Boy, I tell you. Mm, mm, mm. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lady Tia. God bless you, baby. Mm, 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 mm. For everybody offering prayers and condolences and positive energy, Lady Tia, just know that we love you, baby. We praying for you. I'm so sorry. A hit and run. My goodness. Mm, mm, mm. Let me get a. Lady Tia said we should love on each other. That's yeah. We don't have a lot of time. Yes, it's we are only here for a moment. Lady Tia, you are absolutely right. We are only here for a moment. You are absolutely right about that. So yeah, I agree. Only for a moment. You know, you got to love on your family and let them know that you love and care for them. While they're here with us. So yeah, you're absolutely right. I absolutely agree. Mm-hmm. God bless you. Zero like this is so sorry. I'm so very true. More people should realize how short and fast this life is. It's absolute hey, like it's gone in the blink of an eye. You know. Alicia said, I agree, Lady Tia. So sorry. My goodness. God bless you, baby. Lady Tia said, I understand death, so I'm good, y'all. All right, well, we still sending you love and prayers and positive energy, and even though you understand it, it's still, hard to lose a family member. You know what I mean? It is for me anyway, so yeah, I just pray so hard to, wrap a fence, a hedge of protection around my babies, my people in general. And so, yeah, yeah. Let me get out here, y'all. I am literally, my eyes, y'all to see my eyes, they're about to cross. I don't know what time it is, but I've been on here for an hour and 13 minutes. And I hope that you guys got something out of this. Once again, my condolences, Lady Tia. I had no idea. God bless you, baby. Um, Due process said, I pray the love you shared, things bring you light. Lady Tia. Amen. Snazzy Girl says, we're not promised tomorrow. Praying for a blessed night, everyone. Much love. Much love to you, Snazzy Girl. Lady Tia said, good to see you in the late night. Yeah, I got caught up good night due process. Looking at those dang on earwax videos, and I told everybody on the video that I did earlier that I was gonna make a video about COPPA, trying to break down COPPA. And I said, well, let me go live instead of taking the time to do the dang on video because it's gonna take forever. And I promised it, and I hate to say I'm gonna do something and I don't do it. Just gets on my nerves, especially something like this, you know. And so yeah, thanks for sharing, Lady Tia, with us so that we can give you cyber hugs, and send you positive energy and prayers, and our condolences. hmm Alicia said my time is numbered with a heart condition. I have no time for hate. Amen. You have a heart condition. God bless you. I pray that you be healed. I pray that you be healed in the name of the Most High God. I pray that He lay His hands on you and heal you from the top of your heads, baby, to the sole of your feet. That is my prayer for you, Alicia. QT1 said, peace and blessings to everyone. Good night. Good night, QT1. Thanks for sharing with us this morning. Uh, Lady Tia says sharing helps a lot. Good night, beautiful. It does help a lot, and thank you so much for sharing. And good night, Lady Tia. You are absolutely welcome, more than welcome, Alicia. That is my prayer for you because we all know that I am a big believer in prayer. Prayer changes things. I don't have to go to nobody and get nobody to pray for me when I can do it myself. Do you see what I'm saying? There's not a certain way to pray. There's not a set of rules that you have to undergo to pray to your Most High God, to your Creator. Okay, because we, as melanated people, we have a direct connection through our melanin. We have a direct connection to nature as well as the Most High God. So you don't need anybody to pray for you. You can do that yourself. You can move your own mountain. But it's wonderful to fellowship and share, like Lady Tia said, because it helps you cope and it helps you deal. You guys heard me sharing last week. Was it last week? Week before last, and I was up in arms about my baby because he had the flu. We didn't even know he had the flu, until he went back to the hospital the second time. But he all right now. By grace and mercy of God. The prayer truly changes things. Absolutely. That's why we have to have a personal relationship with the Most High God. We spoke about that on the earlier video. And a lot of stuff is so tainted and mixed up and distorted. You know what I mean? Through all these demons running around here, and they try to stamp out righteousness, and they try to tell you it ain't no God, and they try to tell you to follow that do as I wilt, Satan philosophy, and all of this and all of that, and they're just trying to lead you astray and take your soul. Alicia said, I'm happy to hear that he's doing, oh yeah, he's doing just fine. He up terrorizing his big brother again and all of that, girl. He fine. He back to himself. He back to eating again. And, we was worried about it because he's really got like you have a heart condition. Braden, he was born with one lung bigger than the other. As a result of that, he has asthma. He has severe allergies. And every time he catches even a cold, it just sends me over the edge. I'm stressed out immediately. I tense up. I can't take it. So yeah, leading the people into a wild. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. That's right, Lady Chill. That's what they do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Save yourself. Advocate yourself. Know that you have your own personal relationship with the Most High God. You don't need to put anything bleeding like you on a pedestal. So breathing, living, breathing, bleeding, bleeding, and everything else. You know. So yeah. And that's just how I feel about that. And I ain't gonna start preaching about that all over again. Y'all just gonna have to go look at that other video I made tonight. And I wanted to make this video, like I said, because I promised it. You guys know I'm trying to keep up. A whole lot of stuff be going by the wayside because a whole lot of stuff be happening at one time. And half of the videos that I want to make, I can't even make. Do you see what I'm saying? Because next thing I know, something else done popped off. You know what I mean? And I ain't even talking about no beef or nothing like that. I'm just talking about world events. Stuff happening in everyday life. It's just crazy. So many videos, so much news, so much going on, and it's overwhelming sometimes. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, but I loved that video, that information that I played on the video that I did last night from Dawson Speaks TV. Oh my goodness, that was a word right there. It sure was. That was absolutely a word. So, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm just rambling. I love you, Tia. Uh, my condolences once again. Sending prayers and positive energy your way. God bless you, you and your family. Giving you a cyber hug. Giving a cyber hug to all of you guys. Alicia, that was my prayer for you. I pray that you are healed. Like I said, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet, because God truly, the Most High God, truly has the final say when it comes to us. You are very welcome, Lady T. I love you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit later. I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all know I ain't used to doing this, but like I said, I want y'all to have a wonderful and peaceful night. You too, Lady Tia. I'm sorry, Alicia. I told y'all my eyes is crossing. Okay, I ain't even lying. You guys, if you ever have a restless night, go check out them getting the wax out of the ear video, and never ever ever use them cotton swabs to try to clean out your ears, because it ain't doing nothing but pushing the wax down further and further. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I was like, oh my God, y'all how to see all that stuff coming out of people's ears. It's amazing. And it's absolutely ASMR to me. I don't even be wanting to hear them talk about it, right? So I cut the volume down and I just watch them pick it. And I be so excited, because the big payoff, LOL, I be watching it, Lady Tia. And the big payoff is when they get a hunk of it out of there. You be like, whoa, I seen a video, y'all, and I'm ready to go. I'm getting excited talking about it. I seen a video. This lady, she was in another country. They didn't even speak English, right? But honey, her ear was so impacted with I know, Lady Tia, right? It was so impacted by like hair and dandruff and stuff like that. And she used those cottons, those Q-tips, and pushed it further and further. And you just getting the residue when you pushing them cottons, but you pushing that stuff down your ear and you don't realize it, right? And honey, they got to digging and digging. Child, I cut the sand down. Y'all should have seen how big that dried up wax was. I was like, oh my God, it looked like an insect or something. I was like, oh, it looked like a larva egg. I was like, girl. Talking something I couldn't hear, and my ears are very sensitive. Yeah, they impacted. That's why you can't hear. That is fascinating to me. I don't even know why, but it is. Okay, anyway, I'm getting out of here. But y'all check them videos out. I'm telling you, you will be. I was like, girl, it's like watching a live action movie or something. I don't know what it's like. To me, it's very appealing to me. And they should be considered ASMR videos. That's all I know. Lady Tia cracking up at me. I'm going to get out here, y'all. And but that puts me to sleep. I know it's weird, but it does. It puts me to sleep to no end. Oh, child. And then guess what, y'all? I get mad when it don't be a lot. They'll be, digging and digging like it's going to be a big payoff, right? And some of them videos are so disappointing because it just be little pellets. It don't even be no big payoff. I be like, man, I watched this whole video for a little bitty pellet, not a chunk. Let me get up here. Alicia said, now I want to make an appointment with the ear, nose, and throat doctor. I'm telling you. I tell you, it's just like it's addictive. I get so upset when it's not a big. I'm going, Lady T. I'm sleepy in the word. That's why I'm rambling. Like really, I'm literally rambling because that's how sleepy I am. This is what I do when I get sleepy. Offline. Okay. I'm tired of letting y'all in my world. Okay. Oh, child, it can get real silly around here in a minute. So before I go there, let me get off of here because my eyes are crossing. But please, people, go check out those earwax removal videos. You will become addicted. I'm just saying. It's better smoking a cigarette. I didn't not like it. Good night, y'all. I love y'all. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Child. Peace. Go to bed. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Kisses. Peace. Ciao.